morning. All right. Good morning. Let me open this up. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming in. All right. Perfect. All right. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. If you're new, my name is Dr. Steele. Hello, Ty. Welcome for joining. So I was going to do morning flow yesterday, and I spoke on the phone with a girlfriend instead, and so I didn't have the bandwidth after that. So I decided to take the day off. So I will do our morning flow today along with our other education because we missed our defense mechanism education. So blessed high rising, blessed high rising, right? All right. So morning flow is really how I start my day most days. So I will do a 15-minute movement, 15-minute meditation, 15-minute journaling, and 15-minute planning of my day. So follow along as we go. We're going to first begin with our movement, right? And this is just gentle movement. We just woke up, so we don't have to be crazy, right? All right, big inhale. And roll your shoulders back, right? Big inhale. Roll your shoulders back. And big inhale. Roll your shoulders back. Big inhale. Roll your shoulders back. Okay, now we're going to do one shoulder at a time. Big inhale. Big inhale. Other shoulder. Big inhale. Other shoulder. Big inhale. Other shoulder. Big inhale. All right, so now with our head, we're going to go up, down. So inhale up, exhale down. 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 And make sure your breath goes with your movement. Big inhale up, exhale down. Right? So now we're going to go left, right. So inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale right, left, exhale right. Perfect. Now go ahead, right arm up. And go ahead and exhale over. Right? Back to center. Inhale up. Exhale over. Back to center, right? Inhale up. Exhale over. Back to center, right? One last time. Inhale up. Exhale. Right? Back to center. Right? Other side, right? Big inhale. Exhale. Right? Big inhale. Exhale. Very good. Big inhale up. Exhale over. One more time. Big inhale up. Exhale over. Very good. Both arms nice and up. Big inhale. Exhale up. Very good. Big inhale. Exhale up. Right, very good. Big inhale. Exhale. Very good. Big inhale. Exhale up. Very good. All right, so we're warming our arms up, our shoulders up, that sort of thing. We're going to do some tiny circles. Big inhale, right? Nice tiny circles. I like to get my shoulders nice and warmed up, especially too because I'm sitting a lot and behind a computer a lot. And so it's important for me to keep my strength of my back and my shoulders, keep my body upright. because we're always hunching back, right? All right, perfect. And then now go forward with your tiny circles. Very good. All right, and now we're just gonna go backwards, just nice back extension. Perfect. Big inhale up, exhale down. Perfect. All right, so now we're gonna put our hands, we're gonna interlace our hands behind our back, right? Just like this. You can either go down like this or you can do kind of one of these numbers behind your back. I'm gonna kind of be a genie in a bottle, right? So go ahead and big inhale, and then we're gonna open up our chest. Big inhale. Exhale down. Big inhale. And exhale down. Big inhale. And exhale down. Very good. Big inhale. And exhale down. Very good. Opening up our chest even more. Lowering that lever down. Right. Big inhale. Exhale down. Big inhale. Exhale down. Big inhale. Exhale down. Just opening up your shoulders there, opening up your chest, and release. Blessed high rising, Deborah. Blessed high rising, United States Navy retired. Good to see you. I normally see you on the IG, so it's good to see you. It's good to see you on the Tiki-Taki. And whatever platform you're streaming me on, right now I'm streaming on YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, IG, and the Book of Face. And so whichever platform you're on, welcome. If the Tiki-Taki goes away, then, just go ahead and join me on those other platforms. We'll do it. Again, most days I'll do it 6 a.m., right? 6 a.m.-ish, right? In that area, Eastern Standard Time. And then I'll do that education. Being in my flow, though, yesterday, I don't know, the vibe wasn't there. So I didn't force myself. I didn't oh my God, you have to. I said, you know what? I'm going to take it a rest. I've had a long week. Boom, boom, boom. I got a lot of education. I treated a lot of patients. I did a lot. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna relax on my Shabbats, and I'm going to come on the other Shabbats. So anyway, all right, big inhale. Exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Right. Very good. Now we're going to do some cat-cows. So we're going to, hands on the knee, we're going to open up our chest into a cow, and then exhale into a cat. I'm going to turn to the side so we can do this together. All right, big inhale. Exhale down. 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 Very good. Let's shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. All right, cool. So we're there. We're there. All right, so last thing we're going to do is we're going to wake up our hips. We're going to give a nice stretch to our hips. We're going to open them up. All right, so I'm going to move back here. We're just going to bring them right to our chest. Big inhale, right? Exhale down, right? Other side, big inhale. And exhale down. Other side, big inhale. And exhale down. 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 So very good. All right, so now we're going to do some circles with our hips, right? So big inhale, exhale, circle. Big inhale, exhale, circle. Big inhale, exhale, circle. Big inhale, exhale, circle. Remember, this movement is really just to get movement into your joints. Big inhale, exhale down. Switch sides if you haven't already. It's really not made to be like difficult or stressful, but more so, or like really a workout, honestly. It's more so just to get some movement in our bodies because we just woke up. So, very good. All right, so now we're going to stand up, right? And we're going to do a little bit of stretching on our hamstrings. So, nice and stand up here. Catch me. Let me get myself sorted, situated. All right, there we go. Good deal. All right, there we go. So we're gonna inhale up and exhale down. Big inhale up, exhale down. Big inhale up, exhale down. Big inhale up, exhale down. Last time, big inhale. Greet the morning. And exhale down. Yay. All right. That concludes that part of our morning flow. It's already starting to get hot here in the Caribbean. I can already feel the sun after me today. Just hot. I can already feel it's coming. Feel the heat permeating from my balcony. So if you are in a frozen part of our country, part of your country rather, because our country is not frozen, but if you're part of a frozen country like the United States right now, I'm sorry it's so cold. I really am. I wish it wasn't so cold for you. It is not my natural climate, habitat, etc. So stay warm. I know. Strawberry, the snow. I'm just so like the snow. I'm allergic. I feel like I'll have like allergic reactions at this point. So I'm sending all of you warmth. I'm sending you warm Caribbean vibes. So stay with it. All right. So now we're going to go into our meditation. So this week we're kind of ending out the subconscious mind. I know yesterday I was just kind of like, I didn't want to go live yesterday, so I didn't go live. Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, you are so welcome. Yes, Clarissa. So Clarissa on YouTube says, hello, beautiful. I just want to thank you for your work and service. Embraced holistic health 2 years ago after breast cancer surgery. And I look to educate others. Thank you, Clarissa, for your story, your journey. I'm very excited for you joining me. Definitely, if you are interested in learning more about holistic health and how to educate people about it and get it from a quality source, definitely check it out. I do teach people every day, all the day. This month we really focused on the mind and the mindset, right? So the first week we started with the primitive mind and really getting into that fight or flight response. You know, this week we talked about the subconscious mind and all of the stories we tell ourselves and the experiences, perceptions. We'll end out today with defense mechanisms. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I'll do it today. And so we'll close out the subconscious mind. But next week, we're going to move in the conscious mind, right? And so the conscious mind is your logic, your voice, your reason, your decision making, right? Hey, Naga. Hey, Trinity, blessed high rising. So the conscious awareness, right, is what we're going to play with a little bit, right? And so remember, in order for things to occur, right, action to take place, right, the subconscious and the conscious have to agree, right? And so if the conscious and the subconscious mind don't agree, there's conflict, right? There's emotion, there's trigger, there is fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to start to really see ourselves in the future. We're going to project ourselves because, again, next week is conscious, right? So what we want to do is we want to start challenging our current reality and we want to start getting clear about what we want in the future, right? So Clarissa wants to educate people, right? Other people may want to, I don't know, do all kinds of things, right? I want to definitely educate people, inspire people, and motivate people really to want to heal and get well holistically, naturally, get off the rugs, just say no. Didn't we learn that in school? What happened? What happened? I guess that was only the illegal ones, the legal ones. So we need to really let go of our dependency on the healthcare system because it's failing, it's not helping, it's harmful, and really take that personal responsibility back and take ourselves yes, take ourselves back and take our health back, right? Once and for all our power, our health, our worth, all of that, right? We don't have to have some other entity, whether it's a doctor or, even though I am a doctor, we don't need a doctor to tell us that we're well. I mean, naturally we want to understand our lab metrics, and that's a whole nother thing. But we don't want to surrender our power away, right? We want to be proactive instead of reactive. What does proactive mean? That means every single day managing our health. What does that mean? It means doing our meditation, doing our movement, drinking our water, eating our protein, eating our veggies, all the things that we already know to do, but somehow, some way we don't, right? And so we want to make sure, right, that we are committed to loving ourselves, caring ourselves, especially in 2025, right? Especially if you're a Black person, right? Now, this is our year to care and elevate and love and honor and cherish and build our community for us, right? So definitely continue to watch my content wherever we are, wherever we go. And so we will always come back together. I am very Googleable, Dr. Erica Steele. You can find me wherever. I don't, it's hard to miss me. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to work on our meditation, right? So this is just a short little meditation. Remember, we're going to work on the conscious mind. So in this meditation, I want you to think about a goal. I want you to think about something that you're really excited about. Hey, Facts Matter. I followed you on the YouTube. And so we want to make sure that we have clarity of mind about what we really want. So just think for a moment, like, what do I want at the end of the year? Like, if we fast forward in a year from now, right, and we look back on this year, we go, what have I accomplished? What have I created? What's going on, right? So for me, I've built this thriving community, engaged community. If you want to join my free online holistic community where you can learn all the things, right, please click the link in my bio. It says join holistic community. I have free webinars and resources, lots of free 99 to help you really get yourself together in this new year. We have different challenges coming up, and we have a group coaching program, the Wellness Collective, $39 to join. We're going to really dive into the mind starting in next week, and there's a workbook and videos and all the things. So if you're interested in that, link in the bio. All right, cool. So we're going to go on our meditation. So again, we're thinking, okay, what do I want, right? And so we go, okay, I want this thriving community, right? How does that look? How does that feel, right? We want to get our senses activated, right? What would I do when I wake up, right? So we're going to really visualize this. And so whatever your goal is, whether it's your fit body or a relationship or a financial goal or whatever the deal is, right? Even if it's like, I want to be open, right? I want to meditate more, or, I want to just, learn how to take my power back, or whatever the deal is, right? Whatever your thing is, get it in your mind, right? And then go ahead and take a deep breath. Eyes open or closed, right? Right? Big inhale. And exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Right? So I just want you to see yourself, right? I want you to visualize yourself. So visualize, imagine, picture, and pretend. With your logic, your voice, your reason, your ever so graceful decision making, right? I want you to visualize yourself a year from now in your mind's eye, right here, right now. And when you catch yourself in your mind, I want you to say, I see you. Right? I want you to say, I acknowledge you. I want you to say, I love you. I give myself permission to choose myself. I give myself permission to honor myself. I give myself permission to be myself. I give myself permission to have myself. I give myself permission to enjoy myself. Right? Now I want you to really communicate with you in the future, right? And I want you to just get a little gentle bow to your future you. And I want you to say, with a bow, I honor you. I honor you. Honor is a very high esteem. It provides a lot of respect, a lot of dignity, a lot of self-love. So I honor you, right? And so it's you in the present honoring you in the future for the work that you have accomplished, right? Right. So now I want you to really come back to you in the present. So looking at now you in the future, standing in you in the present, right? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to unlearn? What do you need to really come to terms with? What's in between you and this future you? Big breath. Is it a skill? Is it a focus? Is it a time? Is it a discipline? What is it? What is it that really separates the old you from the future you? Right? So I saw this really beautiful kind of creative map, so I'm gonna read it out. So imagine you've experienced an open, honest, direct, heartfelt, outcome-oriented communication, and you have used conscious, creative language all of your life. Imagine you were conceived consciously by your mother and father, who planned you, chose you, prepared for you, from their own personal, deep, sacred focus, commitment, and self-love. So just imagine that. Just be with that. And then imagine that you were received at your birth by so many loving attendants and family members, and you were celebrated at birth. Regardless of what your circumstances were, just visualize that you were celebrated in your birth. Now imagine that you remember who you really are, wholeheartedly, 100%. And imagine that you were unapologetic of who you are. Imagine that you were fiercely confident, self-assured, at peace and at ease. Imagine that you show up fully as yourself every day. Fully place yourself here. And if any resistance comes up, right, just greet it, just say hello. Hello. Welcome, resistance. Welcome, resistance. Begin to ask yourself, from this new imagined state of awareness, your future you, right? Ask yourself, what am I doing? Who is with me? Who is around me? What is my workplace like? What are my relationships like? What does my life look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? And just imagine that every wish, every goal, every is literally right there at your fingertips. And there's no strings attached. It's all for you. Unconditional. It's your birthright. Step into that. Step into this knowing that this is your birthright. Whatever it is. And whatever has been placed on your heart has been installed in your heart for a reason. Therefore, it is possible to manifest. It is living in a parallel future, right? A future you, a future tense that you have not connected with. So we're going to connect to this future self now from the place that you're in. And just imagine that for once, everything goes your way. Everything goes right. Everything goes well. Everything goes smoothly, right? Last piece. Now that I'm fulfilled, how do I feel? Now that this is resolved, what am I doing? Now that this situation is handled, what is happening for me? Now that I'm experiencing my heart's desire, what's new and different in my life? Now that it's fun and easy, and I choose for it to be fun and easy, how am I breathing? Now that a miracle happened, what has changed for me? In my new outcome, I now have my heart's desire, my perfect partner, my financial windfall, my support, my encouragement, my successful business. Whatever it is you want, my beloved, that it's your birthright, really. So visualize, imagine, picture, and pretend with your logic, your reason, your voice, and your very keen and specific decision making, right? Coming through all generations of time and eternity, healing every incident and its appendages until you're at the present, filled with God's peace and love, acceptance of self for any and all incorrect perceptions, acceptance of every person, place, situation, circumstance that contributed to any incongruence that I have around me and my birthright, with total forgiveness and unconditional love of self, right? I am now hearing my success. I am now feeling fulfilled. I am now seeing my greatness. I am now choosing to step into my power. I am now choosing to step into my greatness. Repeat after me. I am powerful. I am resonant. I am supported. I am encouraged. I am acknowledged. I am loved. I am God. I am God. I am God. Right? So as we connect, hey! Right? As we connect in, right? Big inhale in, right? Spirit, superconscious God and the Creator, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and all those coming in for your highest good, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming to our aid and helping us attain the full measure of our creation. Praise God, for whom all blessings flow. Amen, 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 amen. And it's just that simple, right? So we can acknowledge and see where we are in the past, but then we can also acknowledge where we are in the future. And really, it's about merging these two worlds, right? Of who we are now versus who we see ourselves in the future. And then through imaginal acts, through focused intention, through inspiration, through connection, through meditation, through guidance, through support, through encouragement, we can make these two people a reality through quantum leaping, right? Ashe, 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 it's done. It's healed. It's accomplished now. Thank you, God, for coming to our aid and helping us attain the full measure of our creation. Hey, Black is Beautiful. So glad that you're joining us. I will try to send you a message and we'll try to scoop up today. We'll try to figure it out today. All right. Very good. This is a really good book, by the way. Really encouraging. called My Word Made Flesh, and it's a conscious communication book. It's got great upgrades in it. I have lots of books like that have these conscious, upgrades. Really, it's about acknowledging your current state, acknowledging where you want to go, and shifting, right? So we can shift conscious states, right? And it's really about maintaining your state, right? So what is your state? Your state is your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, right? It's something that you're creating. It's not a stagnant this or this. It's a very fluid movement, a very fluid motion, right? So we want to really honor ourselves in the moment, okay? So we finished our meditation. Now we're going to go into our third section of our morning flow, which is our journaling, right? And this time I want you to kind of journal just what came up for you during that meditation. Was there anything that surprised you? Was there anything that was like, oh my gosh, I don't know? How did it feel? Did it feel good, right? And I'm going to give you some prompts from this book, right? So now that you have what you want, right, in life, whatever that is, if that is the relationship, if that's the money, if that's the job, if that's the whatever, fill in the blank, whatever it is out here that you want to feel in here, right? Now that I have my heart's desire, what is new and different in my life? So go ahead and write about what is new and different in your life, right? What is happening in my business? What's happening in my life? What is my organization, my family, my friends? What are they saying to me? Right? Welcome in. If you're joining me, welcome from whatever platform that you find me on, whether it's the TikTok, whether it's the YouTube, the LinkedIn, the IG, the Book of Face, the LinkedIn. Welcome. We're in Morning Flow. My name is Dr. Steele, board-certified naturopathic doctor. I hold 7 degrees in my field, all in the natural healthcare space. I like to say that I went to school, so you don't have to. To stay connected with me, please click the link in my bio. I have a community, free community, paid community, online courses. I still treat patients, but I'm very selective with who I treat. No shenanigans, please and thank you. I've been in practice for over 20 years. I've treated over 40,000 patients, all in general family practice. There ain't nothing I ain't seen yet. It's been a long, hard, arduous road that I'm healing from, recovering from, and reframing from. So these morning flows are just as much for me as they are for you. So thank you for joining me for Morning Flow. Continue really writing about, what came up for you. What miracles are happening to my associates and my family, right? What miracles are happening? What do I love to see in my life? What has happened in my life? And these are all just journal prompts. So keep kind of writing. And this is about the imaginal world that you created. This is about the person that you created. This is about who you be, right, when you have it all. And being brave to step into that, being able to go, I am enough, I am worthy, I can have this, regardless of what this, that, the third says. Remember, so entities, right, people, places, situations, circumstance, and events can only have power over you unless you give your power away. Say that again. People, places, situations, circumstances, and events can only have power over you if you give your power away. This is an unconscious or a conscious act. What does it look like to give my power away, right? I am fearful. I'm running. I'm in flight mode. I'm frozen and overwhelmed. I'm stuck and shut down, right? My brain is going in a million directions. I can't make it go quiet, right? I'm anxious, I'm nervous, I'm depressed, I'm shut down, I'm scared. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna do this? What's gonna do that? I'm feeding all of my fears, and they're eating up, right? It's just like they're just literally eating on themselves, all of my little fears, right? So we're really going, okay, this is maybe my current state on some level, but that's not my story. That may be my state in the moment, but that's not my story. I can change my state. And if I change my state, I'm going to change my story. So how do I change my state, right? By my mind. How do I change my mind? My thinking. What am I telling myself? Consciously and unconsciously. How do I know the difference? Conscious is logic, voice, reason, decision making. It's that voice. Subconscious, unconscious is not the voice. You can't hear it. But it's driving your behavior. It's driving your emotions. It's driving your triggers. It's keeping you up at night. It's stressing you out. It's telling you you can't do it. It's telling you you're not enough. It's telling you you're not good enough. It's telling you you're not important. It's telling you, who are you to think, la, la, la. It's all the bad, negative stuff. Not all of it, but most of those limiting beliefs are coming out of that stank, dusty subconscious mind, which has nothing new to say. It's all the old. So we're going to begin to override that programming. All next week, we're overriding programming because we're moving into the conscious mind. So this week, it's all about what's the subconscious mind and digging that out. Later today, I got to go to town, but once I come back, we'll go into the defense mechanisms, and we'll get into that. Right? That was an ugly looking face, huh? All right, cool. So just finish up your journaling. What new agreements, this is your last question, what new agreements can I now make moving forward to honor myself? What new agreements can I make to move forward to honor myself? Remember we did that little bow to ourselves. I honor you, right? So what is going to show me honoring, right, on the court? What is the court? The court is life. Right? So I know philosophy, we're always like, oh, psychology, oh, right? We're always in our head thinking about stuff, right? But what is going to allow us to be like, wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm grateful. I'm happy. I'm inspired. It's really about connecting with who that person be, who's already inspired, who's already encouraged, who's already in love, who already has the job, who already has the money, who already has the community, who already has the support, who already has all the things, right? Who has all the things, right? So what are my new agreements that I'm going to make with myself right now to honor this new person? Does that mean I'm going to let go of something? Does that mean I'm going to commit to something? Does that mean I'm going to declare something? Declaration is very powerful in the English language. What does that mean exactly? Right? What does that mean? All right. So naturally, you can come back to these questions, anytime during the day. What's new and different? What's happening? What's my organization or reality maker saying? What miracles are happening? What do I love to see? And what are my new agreements, right? So really play with that. Yeah, you're welcome, Deborah. I know. I felt bad because I just was not vibing yesterday. I was like, I just want to talk on the phone with my friends. I did all day. I had great conversations. And I was like, I just don't feel like going on live right now. So I didn't. I did contribute to Solos Live, which I love. And I just kind of hung out and relaxed and did my thing, right? But I wanted to make sure that I closed out the week proper, right? So we have this beautiful, beautiful movement, then meditation, then journaling. Now the last step of our process, right, is planning our day, right? So you're going to choose 3 to 5 tasks, right, in the day. Right, yes. So wild. Right, all the lives are so wild, right? What are we going to do? So, yeah, right.
So what are we going to do? Literally, like 3 to 5 tasks, people. I know it's Saturday, right? And sometimes Saturday we're like, it's Shabbos. Let's just throw it all out. But let's say we're still going to get some things done today, right? Because we're still boots on the ground today. So what are we going to do today? What are our 3 to 5 tasks? Go ahead and put that in your schedule. Remember, you're going to tell your day what to do. You're going to tell your time what to do. You're not just going to let it do whatever. Your time belongs to you, right? It's your structure, your container. But you have to tell it what it's going to do. You can't just, if you let your time just kind of do whatever, right? It's going to get away from you. Time's just running, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to structure our time. We're going to structure our day. We're going to tell our time what to do, just like we tell our money what to do, we tell our time what to do. We are in control of our time, not the other way around, right? So when we're in an empowered state, when we pull our energy back from all the peoples, right, and all the things and all the situations that do not serve us, right? When we pull it back and we begin to conserve our energy and we begin to sit in our power, we begin to sit in ourselves. What am I going to accomplish today? What is this new me need me to accomplish today? What do they need me to get right today? To do well today? To show up today? What 3 to 5 tasks does this new me need from me? I know 3 to 5 sounds like a lot. Maybe it is. Maybe start with 1 or 2, right? Maybe go, I'm just going to do 1 or 2. Because the old me is kicking my ass. So maybe I need just, maybe half time with the new me. So whatever that is, right? 2 to 5, 2 to 4, no more than that though. Like, don't overload yourself. That is a trauma response when you're like, I want to get 10 things today. You may get 10 things done, but you're not going to commit yourself to 10 things. Why? Because it stresses you out. And if it stresses you out, that prefrontal cortex, that executive functioning is not going to fire properly, right? And so what happens, right? The amygdala, right? Your amygdala in your brain, right? Your emotional body, your limbic system. It goes, mayday, 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 mayday. Fight, flight, fight, flight, fight, flight, fight, flight. Mayday, 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 emergency, emergency. And then your prefrontal cortex, which is your logic, your voice, your reason, your decision making, goes, we're shutting down, we're slowing down. We can't think, we're confused, we're numb, we're unaware, we're not present, whatever, right? We shut this down. When we get emotionally overwhelmed, we no longer are rational. We no longer are logical. We can no longer see our way because now we've allowed our emotions to take over. Our emotions now have become bigger than our thoughts. And that is a no. We do not want our emotions to be bigger than our thoughts because then our emotions will take over our thoughts, right? And if we allow our emotions to take over our thoughts, what will happen? We're going to be a little crazy. And I say crazy with love. Really, I do. I'm crazy, so forgive me. Forgive me as I share my craziness with you. So this is the deal, right? So if I allow my emotions, because I'm very sensitive, I can feel my emotions. I can feel your emotions. Even if you are not physically in front of me, right? Just by talking to you, just by thinking about you, right? I have that superpower that I can connect with you, right? So that is a responsibility, right? So I've got to turn that volume down because if that volume is up too high, I'm going to be a nutcase, lovingly. That's just me. You don't have to be a nutcase, but I will be. So I have to turn that volume way down, right? So how do I do that? How do I turn that volume down, right? Vagal nerve, parasympathetic, runs through here, right? Fight or flight response. Cold pack to the chest. Cold pack to the chest. Why cold? I don't like cold. Cold will help vasoconstrict, meaning take the blood away, right? Slow heart rate down, right? Now we're going to slow the heart rate down. So if the heart rate's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And the emotions are like, oh my God, 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 right? And my thoughts are like, oh my God, 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 right? I need to stop the insanity. So I'm going to go sit my ass down somewhere, right? I'm going to put a cold pack on my chest, and I'm going to belly breathe, right? I'm going to do 4, 8, 7 breath. No, 4, 7, 8 breaths. Sorry, 4, 7, 8. So I'm going to inhale for 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. And I'm going to do that 10 times, right? And that's going to slowly start to regulate my vagal nerve, right? And now I'm going to start to come down a little bit, right? Because I need to access my executive functioning because I have 3 to 5 tasks I have to get done today. Geez Louise. And those are not jumping to conclusions. And those are not stressing myself out. And those are not, emotionally breaking down. Those are not my tasks. Those may be things that happen, right? But those are not my tasks. So we need to make sure that before the day goes, that we're prepared mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We're armored up. We're suited up, right? So, and we're going to seal ourselves off in this practice today. So I'm going to teach you how to seal yourself off from the world. All right, cool. So, right, you got your 3 to 5 tasks. You told your time what to do. You got organized, right? I don't know. I don't know when they turn the lights off on TikTok. Who knows? Who knows? That's above my pay grade. Above my pay grade and my security clearance. So we all good, right? I just work here, right? So follow me on all the platforms, on the TikTok, on the IG, on the YouTube, on the whatever, the LinkedIn. Google my name, Dr. Erica Steele. You'll find me somewhere talking about something about health. I've been around for a long time, so the YouTube is not, or excuse me, TikTok is not going to be my, be all end all to life. So, although anyway, it's a money grab. We're not going to talk about all that, right? Because we're going to manifest our own damn money. We're going to manifest our own thought power. And if you are a Black person, and even if you're not a Black person, but especially if you're a Black person, fan base. It does take a little bit to get used to. It does take a little bit to figure out. I will say that. It's not like as soon as you open up. But I did finally find where they have the section that's like TikTok, because when you open it up, it looks like IG really, but there's a section that I finally found where the videos are. So I know it's confusing, but we'll figure it out. Hey, tatted kisses. I decided to take yesterday off and be in my own flow, and then I will do today. So I'll also do our defense mechanisms class today. So thanks for being patient with me there. All right, cool. So here we go. Right? So we planned our day. We figured out what we're going to do, right? We're going to tell our time what to do. We're not going to stress ourselves out, but this is our focus, right? And that's your focus, right? So this is what we're going to do. I like to structure my day every day. Gives me focus. And a really cool hack that I'm going to play with today is once I complete one task, right, I'm going to write about either how it felt or I'm going to write about what's next, right, what else I need to do. So just to keep myself into that productivity and keep myself into that focus and keep myself into, staying motivated, right, because it's about in that moment, right, really managing my state. Again, what is our state? It's our thoughts, it's combinations of our thoughts, our emotions, right, energy and motion, our connectivity, right, our reactivity, right? And so energy and motion, right, that frequency that all life comes from, vital force, life energy, right? Now we can create, now we can manifest from, but we have to focus our mind. We have to focus our state, right? So when we have a thought and an emotion, when they connect together, now we have inspired action. Now doors start to open, right? Now we meet the right people. Now things just happen, things just flow, right? How do I know? I built a whole career off of it. From a vision in my head, I wanted to create a fully functioning family practice that was completely holistic, and I did it. I rocked it for 15 years, boots on the ground in VA, treated over 40,000 patients, all in general family practice. was on all sorts of television, the doctors, Fox News, like all the things, right? And now I'm here for you to teach you how you can do this yourself, right? And that was just a little bit, of the fun that I've had in my life, right? I want more successes. I want more, opportunities. I want to help more people, right? I want to expand more consciously, right? I want us all to love, honor, respect, cherish, nurture, be at peace. All of us. Yay. All right, so the last thing I want you to journal about is this, and then we'll wrap up. What can I remember every day to ensure I remain in my ever-expanding, heart-fulfilled desires, right? Oh, you're so sweet, right? Now that I have my desired outcome for 3 years, I'm experiencing. Now that I've had my desired outcome for 5 years, I'm experiencing. Now that I've had my desired outcome for 10 years, I'm experiencing. So this is that quantum leap. Like, what am I experiencing, right? In 3 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. I'll tell you what, in 3 years, I'm a household name. You won't have to Google me because you'll already know my name. Because Dr. Steele, I get in. The little things I say, I'm the inconvenient truth, right? I may make you uncomfortable. More than likely, I am going to make you uncomfortable. Pretty much, I'm going to trigger the fuck out of you. I'm sorry. I love you. Thank you. Please forgive me, but I'm doing my job. If you are not uncomfortable, if you are not triggered, if you are not growing, right, then I'm not doing my job. It's about teaching you how to expand past what your comfort zone is. It's about you stepping into your power as a powerful human being on this planet who is not just subjugated to billionaires' greed, who's not just subjugated to governmental overreach, who's not just subjugated to tyrannical control, who's somebody who is in their empowered state, who is conscious, who is 10 toes down, chest high, and they know who they are. You got to know who the fuck you are, right? I've always known who Dr. Steele is, right? Always. Always knew Dr. Steele would be a household name. Always, always. Never doubted it. Never. And that's even with systemic pressure, right? They don't want you to know Dr. Steele. Oh no. They absolutely do not want you to know Dr. Steele, right? But Dr. Steele wants you to know Dr. Steele because Dr. Steele has a lot of great things to teach you about your health so that you're not dependent upon a broken, ineffectual system that just wants to make you sicker and make money off of you. But because you're in a continuous, abusive, oppressive relationship, you keep running back to your oppressor, looking for help and support and nurturance when the only thing they have to offer you is synthetic drugs and medical gaslighting. Yay. But we're going to change that in 2025. We're going to connect with Dr. Steele on any of the platforms. We're going to listen to her free content, free 99. I've got so much free stuff for years. Check out my YouTube. Any kind of, from detoxification to mental health to emotional health. I've done videos on it for years, right? Even my Pinterest has stuff. Even my, whatever, right? I wouldn't focus mainly on Pinterest, but definitely I've got tons of content to help you. Even in our community, I do monthly webinars. I do 2 webinars a month. So we've already done our one. It's totally free, instant. If you join the community, you'll be able to watch it. The replay is in there. And there's tons of free resources. We're talking guidebooks, workbooks, a healthy eating guide, healthy mindset guide, all that stuff totally for free, like no charge, free 99. So if you really want to get healthy and get well in 2025, right? I built my business one person at a time. How did I build my business? So, really quick story about me before I go. I moved from Southern California to Virginia. I crash landed there in 2009, right? Finishing up school, really just, wanting to make a difference in healthcare, right? Wanting to make a difference in consciousness, right? And so when I crash landed in good old VA in '09, they didn't want me there. Like, Major Medical was afraid. I had to have attorneys out the wazoo to protect, because, even the Bible Belt, they were like protesting. I guess, I'm offensive to Jesus. I don't know, whatever. But, there was a lot of resistance, right? I was told, oh, your dreads aren't going to work here. Oh, you need to go back to California with all that. This is the South. All of the things, right? Nobody wants to get healthy here in the South. I was the first time I had ever seen a deep fried Twinkie, right? A deep fried Oreo. I was like, whoa, they deep fry this stuff? This is crazy town. So it was a real eye opener for me. I went from being a raw food vegan, right, from in Cali, to now clapping because my patients only ate fast food twice a week, right? So it was literally night and day. Literally, I feel like as soon as I landed in VA, they were like, oh fuck, she's here, right? So when you when you talk about resistance and having to manage state, right? From being ripped off, from being publicly humiliated, being, called all kinds of names, right? Every single day, right? But staying true to who I am, my mental state, my emotional state, and remembering who the fuck I am, and getting results for patients, right? Results don't lie. Numbers don't lie. People do, but numbers don't lie. So now all of a sudden, these patients started coming back, right? Their cholesterol was resolving. Their hypertension was resolving. Their glucose numbers were resolving, right? Now they weren't in pain. Now they were reducing medications. Now Major Medical was like, holy shit. Oh, maybe this lady isn't crazy. Now their treatment plans were actually getting completed. Now people were actually getting better. So then I started earning respect from the medical community, right? Then the medical community, which still does today, refer patients to me, right? So I started getting referrals from Major Medical. Then I started getting, especially for their cases that they didn't know what to do, or their cases that were injured or damaged, or throwaway cases in their mind that they didn't know what to do. They had messed up beyond belief. They would just throw to me, here, we don't know what to do with you anymore. Here, go see this crazy lady. She'll figure it out, right? And I became that. I became a professional figure outer. I became the pretty much the cleanup crew of medicine, and did that for, like I said, 15 years. And so I saw a lot. I have several podcasts. One of them is Confessions of a Holistic Doctor. It's on all the Apple, Spotify, whatever. I also have a link in my bio if you want to check out all my podcasts and listen to them. But this one is on Confessions of a Holistic Doctor. And so it really chronicles my journey of my private practice and what I went through in the South. And, being a doctor in the South, I was a doctor for the Moors. I flew around the country educating people. Even on Clubhouse, we did 24-hour rooms educating people. So, resistance, right? I had, staff members stealing from me. I had staff members reporting me to all kinds of organizations. I mean, it was, greed and jealousy and envy and all of those things, right? I've seen it. Right? I've experienced it, right? So I know a lot about when adversity comes, right? But I also know what it means to stand 10 toes down, right? And remember who the fuck you are, right? When you are going through a lot, you have to drown everything out, get back to your basics. You focus on the step you're on or the next step, not the final step or the last step, right? Because that's all you have control over. You don't have control over outside influences. And you don't have to, but here's what I recommend. You have to have faith over fear or certainty without logic. You have to know that you know that you know that you know that your result will be yours regardless of circumstances. Regardless of your present circumstances. You have to ignore it and focus on the future. What is your future tense? Because that you need to bring into your present. If you don't like your present manifestation, start over. You can always go next, change the script, change the story, a new chapter. You can always change the story. You just have to choose to do that in your mind. It begins in your mind. That's why all this month we're talking about the mind, we're breaking the mind down. First week we talked about the primitive mind, survival, all of that. Then we get into the subconscious, right? So subconscious is what? Subconscious is pretty much all of our storage of our experiences, perceptions, beliefs, core beliefs. Today we'll finish out with defense mechanisms. Next week we're going to be into conscious awareness, right? So our logic, our voice, our reason, our decision making, right? How does all that work? Right? And I'm going to, over this next year, I'm going to create this global revolution with you, right? And I'm going to teach you step by step, fully transparent, how I do this, how I manifested, and how I created a successful practice that was making buku bucks, right? How I transformed, my ancestral trauma to really bring forth a beautiful partnership with my husband today, right? This was all conscious work. This just didn't happen, right? I love my parents, but I was raised by wolves, right? I love you so much, but they were traumatized, right? So what did traumatized people do? They traumatize other people, right? So we were just all in a state of shock. So I knew for me that my mission was so much greater, so much bigger, right, than just my circumstance. So I knew what I saw was crazy, right? I'm like, that can't be right. That can't be what life is supposed to be like. So that's when I said, okay, if that is not the model to which I want to go for, as much as I love these people, right? That's not the model. I need to go figure out what is. So what you are seeing, right, is really a combination of years of me learning how to heal myself. And you've been on this journey. If you're just new, to Dr. Steele's world, right? I've been on this journey for so long. I mean, so long, right? 20 years I've been in natural health professionally. And it really was about me healing myself, right? I had complex trauma. I had panic attacks, anxiety, all the things. So, and working on healing and working on aligning myself, right? And then, so I'm going to teach you the process, right? So we'll start with the mind, right? Everything begins with the mind because we have to start with our mental state. What are we telling ourselves consciously and subconsciously every single day, right? Every single day in every single way. So we have to put our mind on a leash, okay? Put it on a leash. We cannot let our mind run around, the block off of a leash, right? You get tickets for that. You gotta put the thing on there. Do not let this thing run wild. Because if you let it run wild, it'll tell you lies. It'll spew craziness, nonsense, all the things, right? So you don't want to allow that to happen, right? You gotta pull it together, right? And once you start to pull it together, and then you want to sift and sort through these thoughts because they're not all good and they're not all yours, right? And they're not all what's going to help you move forward. So then we want to sift and sort. We want to get conscious, sift and sort, right? And then we want to start to reframe them in. So if I'm like, oh my God, life is horrible, right? That's not going to be a good state that I'm going to create. My emotional state is going to be like, oh my God, I'm horrible. So what we want to do, we want to go, oh, you know what? I'm growing every single day. I'm expanding every single day. I'm becoming more aware every single day. I'm in everything is in perfect order regardless of appearances, whether I believe this or not. Everything is in perfect order regardless of appearances, whether I believe this or not. Right? And so I keep saying these things to myself, right? And then what happens? My emotional state, because my thoughts are controlled by my emotions, right? Or my emotions are controlled by my thoughts. If I allow my emotions to overtake my thoughts, I'm out of control. I need to turn the volume down of my emotions. How do I turn the volume down of my emotions? I have to acknowledge them. So if my emotions are screaming and they're overflowing and they're literally like getting in my way, right, of action and movement and conscious awareness, maybe I need to sit with my emotions and honor them, right? I give myself permission to feel my emotions in my body and it's okay. I choose to feel my emotions in my body and it's okay. right? I acknowledge my grief. I acknowledge my sadness. I acknowledge my pain. I acknowledge my suffering. I give myself permission to feel all of these emotions, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, because I touch, I love, I breathe, I feel, I stay. I give myself permission to stay. I give myself permission to stay in my body, mind, and spirit. And I recognize, right? I recognize that I am a powerful creator, and I'm creating all the time. I'm creating my thoughts, I'm creating my emotions, I'm creating my world through my actions, behaviors, lifestyles, and habits. And if I want to shift my outer reality, I know that I need to shift my inner reality. So if I shift my inner reality and I shift my state, I take my power back. So I take my power back from whoever I gave it to, consciously or unconsciously. I take back my power from all those involved. Take it back, I take it back, I take it back. And I give back to the line or whomever what doesn't serve me anymore. I give back what doesn't serve me. I take what is mine. I manage my state. I love myself. I honor myself. I support myself. I encourage myself. I expand myself. Self, right? I am powerful. I am a creator. I am a visionary. Right? I am a sovereign being. I am love. I am acceptance. I am God in flesh. I am love. I am love. I am love. I am love. Right? This is our talk. These are our talks we should be having with ourselves. Not, this is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is bad, and oh my God, and da-da-da. Because what's going to happen? Then your emotions are going to start to go, oh my God, you're right. You're so right. And then all of a sudden you're jumping to conclusions, right? It's not going to help you. It may feel good in the moment. It may feel cathartic, right? But it's actually harmful, right? So we're going to pull ourselves back. We're going to acknowledge our emotions, gain control of our mind, turn our emotions down by acknowledging them and reframing them so we don't allow them to take over, right? We're going to tone our nervous system, get our parasympathetic, which is our fight or flight, back into alignment, moving back into rest and digest, with it's more of our sympathetic response. We can do that with a cold pack on our chest, right? Splash cold water on our face, box breathing, 4 on the inhale, 7 on the hold, 8 on the exhale. That's our breath, right? 4, 7, 8, breath, right? So now we're going to gain control over our breath, over our mental state, our emotional state, right? And now, right? Now we're in alignment, right? Our mind is back online, our emotions are back online, and our body is back online. Because when we've been through trauma, our mind goes over here, our emotions go over here, and our bodies are somewhere back there. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our minds back into focus, bring our emotions back in, so that our bodies, right, our bodies, right, begin to get healthy again. So have an amazing day. Make it an amazing day. Create an amazing day, because it's your day. It's your day to have. Yours and yours alone. So embody, right? Embody. What do I mean by embody? What are you going to think today about yourself? Only about yourself. Stop thinking about other people. Stop thinking about the world. Stop thinking about the government. Stop thinking about all the bullshit. What do you want? What do you want, right? Be with yourself. Be with your own thoughts. Be with your own emotions, right? And then actions and behaviors will happen. So, all right, my beloveds, I will see you all later today. We're going to talk about defense mechanisms. I'm going to run to town, do my little thing, and then I am going to come back and do my other little thing. So I'll do my my class on defense mechanisms. So hit the bell what platform you are on. Let's see. What did Goddess Clarissa say? Let us see on the YouTube. Hello. Let's see. My day is farmers market, meal prep. Yay, sound bath, out with girlfriends. Yes, I'm so excited for you, Goddess. That sounds like an amazing day. I love it. So definitely Go make it an amazing day. Have an amazing day. You're so worth it. I love you genuinely, for reals, right? Not like Bible, right? Like, I love you, right? And just little Bible thing is cute and funny. Like, don't get crazy. So I love you, right? Creator, nature, whomever, goddess of our understanding loves you, right? Right? Even if the world is showing you craziness, ignore it. Do not give it any attention. It's not worth your time. The queen doesn't need to tell everyone she's the queen. We all already know you're the queen, right? So be the queen or the king, right? Or the they, them, whoever, however you want to be. But be your elevated royal self today, right? Because you are, right? You are a miracle, literally, in space and time. For what we have seen, experienced, and lived through, we all deserve just a little, right? So let's stop kicking our own asses, please and thank you. Let's start feeding ourselves positivity, love, acceptance, encouragement, peace, unity, all the things that we want, right? Let's start doing it. So I'm really excited. Thank you guys so much for checking me out. I'll be on live later talking about defense mechanisms today. So we'll be fighting for our lives about the ego. And then we'll talk about the preview of our conscious mind education for next week. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Check the link in the bio for all the connections. And I will see you again on whatever platform you're streaming me on, whether it's IG, TikTok, YouTube, Book of Face, I don't know.